All right, everybody. Team Guam in all of its forms continues to go throughout the world. We've got weightlifters that are in one part of the world. They're in New Zealand right now. We've got wrestlers who are heading out to Egypt. We've got basketball players that are in Japan. We are doing our thing worldwide, and our female soccer players, the Team Guam women's national team, the Masakada. I'm a huge fan. We at KUM, big fans of them. We have right now in the KUM News Zoom room, of course, Yasmeen, Lopez, and Samantha Kenney, and of course, Coach Kristin Thompson. Ladies, half a day, and man, you guys are doing it out there.
Half a day.
Half a day.
Okay, what is the time difference, first of all, between Guam and Saudi Arabia?
12 hours.
No fair checking on Google.
7 hours.
Oh, okay. How long did it take you to adjust?
Well, for me, it took like a whole 3 to 4 days.
That sounds about right.
I would say 2 days. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Coach, I mean, last time I talked to you, you've always been someone who's always emphasized and preached, preparation as well as execution and team dynamics and everything. From your vantage point, how has the trip been so far? We all know about the performance about Lebanon, but what are you feeling right now?
I'm really excited right now. The girls have really come together as a team. We didn't have much preparation for this specific tournament, but a lot of the team is the same team from China. So we were able to kind of build on that momentum into our first game and second game, and now we're excited for our last game.
Okay, so Samantha, talk about like that familiarity and how much that actually leads to a competitive advantage. When you can say, I know, my girls are behind me. I can literally I know where they are just because we've played together for so long.
Yeah, no, I would say trust makes all the difference. So going into this tournament, the fact that we played together, not only just in China, but also the training camp on Guam leading up to China. Right now, I would say the group of girls, while it's a lot of the same players, it's almost like a different team in the sense of we're much more connected. We have way more chemistry. And it's simple things like, I know that my midfielder, my forward likes this kind of pass or likes this amount of weight and she can run this amount of speed. So it definitely makes all the difference knowing each other. And I think it's just, everyone is just so happy to be together again. So that's a plus too.
All right, Yasmeen, I'm sure you would agree.
Yeah, well, actually, this is actually my first time playing with this group of girls. So I think this is like an honor for me to actually get this experience, and it makes me want to improve more and yeah, just like progress more in my skill technique.
Well, that's a very good point. So having been called up, what are some of the veterans doing to not just say, okay, well, we're working you into the program, but hey, we need you to bring your game to contribute to the greater team mission of what we're trying to do out here?
Yeah, no, that's a really good point, because I think right now we're definitely in the process of just trying to create a winning team culture with Masakada. Obviously, Guam is very small and we compete a lot against a lot of really big countries, but the dynamic of this team in particular has been extremely interesting to be a part of, because it's a fusion between both local girls and stateside girls, but we've been able to really come together and unite as one, which has just been beautiful to see. And I think the skill set that everybody has been able to bring has been challenging each of us to push each other towards that winning mindset. And so, yeah, that's what I would have to say.
Okay, and you guys really quickly, when you guys took the field and took the pitch against Lebanon, you guys hung 2 goals on them really fast. So tell me, maybe Yasmeen, break down that game a little bit and tell me, what the tempo was.
I'm gonna say it was pretty fast. It kind of wasn't something I was used to, considering that in the past we would always kind of play laid back a little. And we never really press really high. So yeah, trying to adjust throughout the game, it was really challenging for me, but I enjoyed it. It was really a different type of game that I want to continue playing.
And I think your coach is emblematic of that mindset, ladies, because Coach, I know you had that really wonderful quote that you said, although we didn't get the ultimate result that we were after, I was really, really pleased with how we came out and attacked. And there was a lot you can learn from this, and certainly with this group of girls built upon.
Yeah, we're really excited because we're trying to grow our program. So we're following the vision of President Tino, in that we used to just participate, and now we're really competing. And now I've challenged the girls. We're not only here now to compete, we're here to win. So we're in this transition of growing our program where we can, the confidence of the girls is so important, because we need to change our mindset, and that we're not just here for yes, we're here for the experience. Yes, we're here to get better, but we're here ultimately to win, and we're here to play well. And even if the score might not reflect the effort that's put in, I'm so excited at the strides that I've seen with these girls in their working together. We've been switching how we play. We're playing way more high pressing, way more confident in our play, which has then resulted in goals. And we're super excited about today, because we're hoping to put a bunch of goals in the back of the net.
Very, very nice. Well, I was going to say, you've got so many Harvest players on your team, and we all know that Harvest has always had a very, very aggressive soccer program. So there you go. Shout out to Harvest.
Semi-harvest.
Semi-harvest. There you go. Hey, well, you guys got that on your resume too. Okay. I do have to ask, ladies, because like I said, I mean, I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but I mean, there are so many of our teams, and of course, this is an Olympic year. We also have the Micronesian Games coming up, and the teams that will compete in those are trying to qualify for those. So we're all over the globe right now, and I've been asking every single team, how is the food for you guys being out there?
So
It's
good.
so
It's so good.
Okay, please tell me everything, because I love to eat. So please tell me about the food out there.
Oh, me too. My plate
Okay.
is full like every single mealtime.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So
Nice.
it's like, man,
Nice.
I've never, I guess, had like Middle Eastern food. It reminds me a lot of like kind of Mediterranean food. There is like a lot of rice and like potatoes and curry and beef, steak, but like even just the salads are so good. And every single meal, all of the girls have their plate like loaded. And it's just been like, we look forward to every single meal. The food here is so good.
I'm surprised you actually said that, like right maybe 2 feet away from your coach, because coach, you want him to eat well and get nourishment for all the calories they're burning, but not too much, because you guys got work to do.
Yeah, we are very thankful for our physical therapist, who is very good at educating the girls that they're fueling their bodies, and so they need to eat, and they're learning how better to eat. And we never have to worry about them eating, but we have had struggles on other trips where it's been hard to find stuff for the girls to eat, but hasn't been the problem here. The host has been super gracious and providing everything we've asked for, some of the things the girls are used to, but then as well as you want to get immersed in the culture while you're here. So yeah, no, the food hasn't been a problem while we've been here.
Very nice. Okay, well, speaking of nourishment of another kind, ladies, I know that one thing that everybody in the Guam national football program has told us that, all the, from the youth program all the way up to the senior level program, is they said they always draw, from our culture and from the Guam spirit. And whenever they have a match here at home, they really feel that competitive advantage. Being away from the island and everything, how do you guys channel in yourself and said, okay, we're the Guam team, and we're repping 671, but we don't have home field advantage and everything. How do you guys actually stay grounded and say, we're still Team Guam and we can still go out there and perform?
Yeah. That's a great question. And I think specifically on this tournament, what that has looked like is our most previous game, we all came together and we had a team meeting, like without the coaches. And we really sat down and discussed what it means to represent Guam. And what we did is we took out the Inifresi and the Guam hymn, and we looked at the translation, and we broke it down to what it is that our culture represents. And it was like just so beautiful, because we were even just able to bring it back to God, bring it back to like the land, the culture, the language, the air, the water. And I think that when you do have Chamorro blood or a part of you from Guam, one thing that we observed is even if girls were born and raised in the States, because they still have that piece of culture in them. When the local girls come out, it's like we draw it out of each other. And having that kind of dynamic then put onto the pitch literally changed the game. And even though we didn't come out with the outcome we wanted our last game, truly, if you were on the pitch and on the sideline and you were observing the game, that was probably one of our best games ever, because the chemistry and the team bond that we had was like the Guam family kind of culture. So I think it really has been us just coming together and forming one mindset and one heart. And yeah, it's been really good.
Okay, yeah, that is amazing. That's absolutely incredible and beautifully said. Yasmeen, can you tell me who were your teammates and who in the Guam national program made that unbelievable, speaking of our Inifresi, right? That Instagram video where the female team just absolutely crushed the Inifresi, and they said it like right before the game, and it was so loud. I mean, I've watched it 100 times. I was so hyped.
Was it Gabby?
Which game are we talking about?
I think it was a couple months ago, but I know it was back here, and you guys were over at the GFA field. But then they were reciting the Inifresi, and you guys were like all in a circle. And it was, I mean, if that doesn't give you the goosies on your arm, I've got goosebumps right now just thinking about it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know who that specific video was, but we make it a point.
Was it the youth team? Yeah, they did a great job at that.
We make it a point before every game we make sure to recite it. It has become, for the girls, it's become an anthem, a pledge, a prayer. And I think for them, it really resonates with them, especially when we try and always take the time to not to just learn it, but like SK was saying, to learn the English words so that they also know what it really means. And then every time they say it, it gets a little bit, it sinks in a little bit more and a little bit more. And it's really cool for me as a coach to be able to see the progression of it, of when they first come, they're just learning it and they're just trying to fumble through the words and figure it out. And, oh no, what if I don't say it right? And what if the pronunciation isn't right? And when we were in our training camp on Guam, it was really cool because we had the interaction with the GW students where they really broke down how to say it, but more importantly, where it came from and what it means. So every time, it doesn't matter, I get goosebumps every time we do it, whether it's in the bus or whether it's on the field. It always hits somewhere. It always hits somewhere. The day that we stop doing that is the day that we're gonna fall, because it really is. It's something that brings the team together literally right before they go on the pitch. And I preach so hard to the girls that, and I felt this really in the Jordan game, that it's all 21 players that are here. It doesn't matter who's on the pitch. Mm-hmm. And in the Jordan game, especially, the bench was alive. The bench was supporting, and the bench was cheering and yelling and feeling every play. And for the girls, it's so important to know that it's all 21 of them. It's not the 11 that's on the field. Mm-hmm. It's all 20. And I feel like this team is the first team that I've coached that really understands that. And they really get that it's not necessarily just the players on the field. It's the family on the bench, and it's the parents back home, and it's the fans at home, and it's the staff that have come here. And it's just this one big family. And I think that's such a Guam cultural thing, to be just such a family environment. And the team, I mean, I get so lucky because coaches whine about drama on the team and how do you deal with players that aren't getting along, and so-and-so's mad at so-and-so. But I knock on wood, but I don't deal with that, because these girls deal with it amongst themselves, and they deal with it as a family, and they deal with it as sisters, and they don't treat it as a super competitive, if you fail, then that means I can succeed. They look at it really as a group of girls who are just striving for one goal.
Oh man, look out, world, because here we come. Guam is coming at you. Masakada is ready. So, oh man. Okay, so Yasmeen, tell me about the rest of the tournament. We know, again, Lebanon game is now in the history books. What have you guys got remaining as far as opponents?
Well, today is our last game against Saudi Arabia, and like Coach said, we're also stoked to just play, put our hearts out there, play for each other, play for our families, our friends, and also just play for ourselves and for our team. We have such like we have so much pride in ourselves and pride in our culture that like it's a family. We're playing for our family. This is our family, and we're just really excited to be out there, whether we're on the field or not. Like last game, I told SK or Samantha, sorry.
You can use
I told-
abbreviations. That's totally cool.
I told SK like we were cheering and there's this big break, and I was like, the love that is radiating off this bench is so overwhelming. And I hope and pray that the girls out there can feel it. And after the game, they told us that we're the 12th man and that our cheering, our love for them, like our hype for them, it really helps them. And that's all I hope for. Like just to be there to support.
That's amazing. Let me ask you, ladies, and you guys can all jump in as you see fit. But after the Lebanon match, did the Lebanese players, like what interactions did you had with them afterwards, and what was maybe some of the feedback that they gave you, about the match that you gave them?
So our first game was against Lebanon, and then we played Jordan. And I've gotten a ton of comments from people, both. It can be anything from hotel staff to staff at the stadium to the actual coaches of the other teams that
Great point.
They're so impressed with the level that we're able to bring, and especially the people who have been involved in football are recognizing that the Guam women's team is going places, and it's super cool because they want to be a part of it. And even just the fact that we're here. This is a tournament that we technically shouldn't be at. This is their regional tournament that we got invited to because of stuff that has been seen in the past. And Saudi Arabia and the WAFF have been kind enough to invite us. So just the fact that we're here is a testament that people are recognizing that stuff's happening, and just the results from China, and we're going places, and other people are recognizing it and wanting to be a part. And even just being here, I've got coaches asking us to come for friendlies and asking us, you want to come here, let's play. We'll come there, let's play. So, that alone is a testament to other people on the outside recognizing that stuff's happening. Happening. These girls.
And ladies, of course, it goes without saying, you guys are also ambassadors too. So maybe, talking about food, you guys can maybe bring them a plate of red rice when they come out here, and we have home field advantage.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like one of the first, actually, I think it was my first day that we got here. We looked at, and it was yellow rice, and then it goes, knock off red rice.
Well, you know what, they will flip for coconut candy. How much you want to bet if you make them some coconut candy when they come out here? They'll really, really like that.
Yeah, I would say another note too is I felt really welcomed here because I think a big part of our culture is hospitality, and like just people. And here, like hospitality in the Middle East is so insanely good. So it's been almost like feeling comforting.
Hey, well, we know we are unbelievably represented out there, and we know, ladies, all you gals are going to do your thing. You're going to play your game, and we are all the way behind you guys. For your next match. I know which happens in a little bit, so I'm going to let you ladies get to work. So big fans again. SK, Samantha Kenney, Yasmeen, Lopez, and Coach Kristin Thompson. Ladies, have a wonderful trip. Good luck, and keep repping Guam, man, because we're big fans of yours.
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck. We'll catch up with you guys when you guys get back home. So travel safe, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
And have something good to eat. That's always key. All right, bye-bye.